I was muted. My bad. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Shabazz. Welcome to the channel. Week 18 predictions. Natty Bass was gonna join us. He just got back from his 2 week long trip to New York City. So he just getting back. He's getting settled in. Doing some game sharing because he'll be on 2K soon with the Gango. And yeah, so he's doing that. He'll join when he can. Uh, but yeah, we're finally in there. Happy New Year to everyone again. If you weren't tapped in on Tuesday, we're Baptiste Bros. We go over every week. Uh, Last week of the regular season, man, a lot of teams pretty much are solidified where they're at. So a lot of players won't be playing, which skews a lot of the results a lot. Um, but at the same time, it's like uh, it's okay because football's football. Like we're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it. Like, no matter how trash these games are, that red zone's gonna red zone, and then these primetime games, not primetime, but I guess standalone games like Ravens, Steelers, Texans, Colts, Bills, Dolphins to cap off the regular season. We got some heavy. We got some hitters. We got some hitters. We're gonna go through all that right now. But first, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, tell a friend to tell a friend, and let's get right. So Saturday afternoon, Steelers come to Beemore to play us. Now Lamar already not playing. Harbaugh said it today. Lamar went through the press conference like we good. Oh, natural. All right. Everything downloaded.
It's downloading now, so we lit.
Perfect.
But
Yeah. So Lamar not playing, but Snoop is playing. Snoop is a very quality backup for us, and he plays similar to Lamar. So he's not he obviously can't replicate Lamar, but if someone like is like right almost there, it'll be him. And plus, he knows our system. He's been right behind Lamar the whole step of the way, so he knows what we're doing. Um, so now it's like, what do you do? We Steelers need this more than us. They need a win and a Bills loss to make it to the playoffs. Or fuck it, even a Jacksonville loss and a Texans win, and they'll in the playoffs. Like with 10 wins, you have a great opportunity to win the playoffs because it happens. It be like that sometimes. So obviously, I'm gonna say my Ravens win. I ain't gonna do no standing up and speeches and all that because honestly, we're not playing for anything. We're trying to get in, win, obviously, because fuck Pittsburgh, and at the same time, we're trying to just hold it down, come out with very few or if no injuries at all, go into the bye week that we have that we earned, and get ready for the Super Bowl run. And that's pretty much it. Steelers need this. They've been playing well over the last couple of weeks. Like bro, Chris Broussard said the tomato can thing about the Cowboys, but they played a division rival in Cincinnati, and then they went cross country and beat up on Seattle. So like that's very impressive. And it's not gonna be like we scared of the Steelers. Not really. I'm really not. But thing is though, they did beat us earlier though. So we could be petty and we held it down and make sure we not losing at our spot before playoffs. That's bad omens. That's bad vibes. So we took care of business last week. I think we take care of business again. And plus, all these games are close. So we're gonna talk about the spread later. It's Steelers -4 because of the Lamar news. Like the freaking thing dropped. But I'm like, bro, these shits are by like 3 points or less every single time, especially with the Ravens and Steelers. So that's an easy Ravens +4 when we talk about it later. So Ravens gonna win it though. We don't need to worry about the +4.
I got no much to say to that. I mean, yeah, like you have nothing to play for. This is the definition of like the one thing I would say is like, hey, like you get to knock your divisional rival out of the playoff,
Mm-hmm.
but like if it came at the expense of losing a player, you would rather hey, like just chalk it. If you win, you win. Cool. If you lose, it don't matter. But like obviously Pittsburgh Steelers rivalry, that's going to be like, high up in there. So yeah, I don't have any problems with Lamar sitting. I don't have any problems with like Kyle Hamilton or guys who just need to get the rest. There are a few guys. I think Jadeveon Clowney has like a contract thing. If he gets like one sack, he gets like $700,000, which like yeah, like let's get him that sack. But other than that, like I'm pretty sure like OBJ has pardon me. I'm pretty sure OBJ has like one of those things as well. You can have a few more catches or whatever. So who knows? Like those guys probably want to play, but like the big picture is Super Bowl. That's what matters most. So go. I totally respect it, and it's gonna be one of those things. Oh, the game's on. Cool. I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not like, oh my god, like it's like this next game, like eyeballs will be on it for like the first time all season. Texans in prime time. Texans face the Colts, and you feel me, yo. I know. I'm wearing a Nick Chubb jersey. Shout out to Shabazz. He got it for my birthday. Nick Chubb's our favorite player. That's not on the Saints. So yeah, Nick Chubb get better. Hopefully they make it happen. Saints on top though, for sure. We're gonna talk about the Saints later on. But Texans, Colts. I love what the Texans are doing, man. I love CJ Stroud's healthy. I love the fact that just the defense is young. D'Amico Ryans definitely has his imprint on this team. The bubble. I'm waiting for the bubble to pop with Gardner Minshew. It's not. Are you pushing 20? I'm already 26. 26 now. It turned 26. I think it's my boy. I'm
Maury Vargas.
pretty sure it's my boy Shady. But yeah, word. Anyway, I love what the Texans are doing. I love the fact that they're young, they're overachieving for sure. I think the bubble's gonna pop on Gardner Minshew, and I got the Texans to go on the road and secure a playoff spot for the first time in like a few years. And if they don't get it, yeah, it's gonna be sad. But like they definitely overachieved. CJ Stroud is a man amongst boys, and he's gonna make it happen. But yes, we are 26. Word.
I agree. They say the NFL is scripted. They would love Mauricio. Mauricio.
Oh, what about old kiddos?
Huh?
Yo, word. What are my old students? Word.
Oh, nice.
What's good, gang? What's good, gang? Anyway, proceed.
Anyway, I think the Texans in the playoffs was so much more exciting than the Colts in the playoffs. I think because CJ Stroud is balling, I think he can go into, and plus he needs it more. Like obviously, the Colts as a team would love it, but like if you're talking about the one of the next faces of the league, a guy that can like really has the potential to be great. If he goes into the playoffs his rookie season, win or loss, like win or lose, it's still valuable experience. Now they'll probably, the narrative is like, oh, you can't win the big one, you can't really trust him. It happened with Lamar. We're trying to change that this season, so we'll have his opportunity to change that narrative about him. But for right now, any experience is valuable experience, especially in the playoffs because you don't know what you don't know, and that's one of the teams that's dangerous because on like if they're clicking, like we saw it like last week against Tennessee, like when they're playing as a whole team, they're a dangerous team. Now, obviously they played the Titans, but like anyway, like the fact that they'll be underdogs, they playing with nothing to lose and everything to gain, that gives them like a little bit of a whew, we can relax. So they're playing relaxed and carefree. This is where they'll probably win this game. But for the playoff run, I wish, and it's unfortunate that I wish Tank Dell was there. Because he brought a dimension when they started using him. He brought a dimension to that team in terms of his speed and like his like electricity, where like that's where they was scoring a lot of these points from coming from. Deep shots to Tank Dell. Call like it was happening, but now they gotta be slow and methodical, run the ball, and Nico Collins has stepped up as well, and Dalton Schultz has been amazing. So let's go Texans, get you guys in the playoffs, winning in. That's it. Winning in. There's pressure for sure, but handle business, and we'll see you guys in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Word. So the one thing too is like back-to-back years, the AFC South. Well, that's not the AFC South winner, But like AFC South winning in situation for the playoffs has been back-to-back Saturdays, like the last week of the season. So that's pretty cool. Also, Madi is one of my honor kids. Like he's one of my algebra students. So bad. All right. Anyway, next.
All right. I'll be quick. Saints. You're at home. You win. You need a lot. If you win and the Panthers hold it down, you win the division. But if you win and
I'll go through it all. I'll go through
scenarios, but control what you can control for now and let the pieces fall where they may. Handle business. Fuck Atlanta. And let's get right. Natural, the floor is yours, my brother.
All right. So my brother, appreciate the setup. Hey, we hate Atlanta. Like this, if this is one of those games where nothing mattered, the Saints will still want to win because they don't care about draft pick because we can't stand Atlanta. Like this is one of those games like everyone's would you choke? Would you want to like root for a loss? No, we won't root for a loss. Here's the thing. Playoffs, yeah. Things need to happen to shake out our way in order for us to make the playoffs. Or Shabazz mentioned it. To win the NFC South, it's not simple because we rely on the Panthers of all teams, but we have to beat the Falcons. Panthers have to beat the Bucks. Those two things happen, boom, Saints win the NFC South. We're hosting a playoff game, most likely to Philly, but whoever the 5th seed is, whoever loses the NFC East. To make the 7th seed, we need a few more things to happen, but they're not necessarily out the realm of possibility. We need to win, for sure. We need the Bears to beat the Packers in Lambeau, something they haven't done like ever. And then we need the Cardinals to beat Seattle. Now, Seattle can't stop the run, and we're going to get to that when we talk about that prediction. They can't stop the run, so that's actually I like Cardinals in that game, in that matchup, but we'll see. In the Bears, I've been a fan of Justin Fields for 2 years now. Call it Bears bias, but he's finally showing what I was like hyping up in the offseason. But now back to this game. Firstly, Falcons don't have a quarterback. Whether it's Taylor Heineke, Desmond Shitter, whoever they want to try out at quarterback, they're turnover machines. Taylor Heineke threw 3 picks last week. Desmond Shitter came in. He completed a pass for 17 yards and then threw a pick himself. So literally, they're not allergic to turn off the ball. they turn the ball over so much. I said it yesterday. I said it again. The Saints played one of the best complete games all season. Oh yeah. Oh, didn't we shut out the Patriots? It was 34-0. Yeah, but that offense still looked stagnant. We controlled the clock. We methodical drives, and we made things happen. Downside to the Saints: Kamara, ankle injury, probably not going to play. Michael Thomas still on IR. Marshawn Lattimore still on IR. We have guys battling with injury, but Chris Olave was feasting. He had like 8 catches for $130 the first matchup. We lost the first matchup in Atlanta by 9 points. Why? Pick 6 and settling for 3. We're like 91% in the red zone scoring touchdowns since like week 11. So I was like, ever since the Falcons game, we actually start punching it in and scoring touchdowns. So we got to start fast. We got to play with aggression. Don't commit any stupid penalties. The commandments. I don't feel like pulling out the commandments. I don't have them with me right now. But touchdowns, not field goals. But if you have to take the field goal, it's okay. Turnovers are not good. Turnovers on downs are not good either. And lastly, don't penalize you. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. We've been okay with the penalties. But the Falcons, man, they're going to give us the ball. This is our chance to make the playoffs. We set ourselves behind the 8 ball by losing to the Rams, which I didn't give a chance to talk about. And we set ourselves back by losing to Minnesota, by choking a 17-point lead against Green Bay. Like those games that matter earlier in the season, they're coming back to bite us in the ass now. So, can we end the season on a good note? Would I want to make the playoffs? Of course. I want to be invited to the dance. I want to make sure we want to compete for the national. We want to compete for the Super Bowl. about the national title. I watch too much college football. But can we end the season above 500? Something we haven't done in a few years. Can we ride the ship and continue that momentum for next season? And Shabazz said it. I'll be quick. I'll be the last point. Nothing else matters in terms of, oh, let's say the Panthers upset the Bucks and everything else happens. The first thing that has to happen is the Saints win. Control what we can control. Go out on Sunday. You handle business. You take care of you punch them in the mouth and make things happen. Whether or not that lets us get into a playoff spot or not, we have to wait for the chips to fall. But the first domino, Saints have to win. And I genuinely believe the Saints will win. I genuinely believe that. So we've been playing good ball lately. So hopefully, if we won 4 or 5, yeah. Well, 3 or 5, 3 or 4. So we were doing our best. We're doing good. We're doing good. But yeah, we just take care of business, and hopefully again, Panthers lock in for us. Shabazz, you good? Cool. I need you back to the stage.
Wait.
Now there are a few games that don't matter, so we're gonna speed run them a little bit. That's not it's 1:00 window. For example, Browns Bengals. Browns already the Browns are locked into the 5 seed. They're not playing. They're probably not gonna play Cooper. They're probably not gonna play Jerome Ford. Some of their linemen, they might rest them, but they might not play Joe Flacco. No, Joe Flacco's not playing. It's what's it? Oh my God, Corbett texted me when I was on my way. He texted me. He was who's it? It's not DTR. It's Jeff Driscoll.
Oh God.
Yeah, it'll be the 5th starting quarterback of the season. The 5th one.
I think the Bengals win. I think they gotta finish their season off they got eliminated. It's probably gonna be Higgins' last game as a Bengal, so they probably want to go out and put that good tape out there for their future team. So I'm going with the Bengals.
So I'm actually gonna go with the Browns. I think that Myles Garrett wants to solidify Defensive Player of the Year. I think that he wants to have a few sacks on his belt, but again, it's kind of a double-edged sword. You don't want him to play. Like, you want him to play and get stats, but you don't want him to, get hurt while chasing said stats. I think he is the current favorite at minus 200. So that's not like he has to do anything crazy, but it's 1:00 in a cluster of all the other games that's going on. Cool, play, don't play. I think him and Lamar feel that same mindset of, I win an award, cool, but team success matters more. So we'll see if he even plays. The next game, real quickly, Jets Patriots.
Wait, you skipped?
I'm skipped. I know I skipped for a reason.
Okay.
Yeah, Jets Patriots. His game literally doesn't matter.
Multiple games, bro.
I know I skipped 2. I just said I skipped 2 games. Yes, because I wanted to get this game out the way. Can I cook? Can I cook?
Okay, all right.
No, all right, no, we're gonna go back.
Bro, this game, bro. It only matters to me. It doesn't matter. I have financial incentive on this game.
Exactly. So we could have skipped the Jets.
Don't matter. Jack's gonna win. That's it. Jack's gonna win.
You sure?
I understand why you skipped the other one, yes, but this one, Jack's gonna win. Lock up the playoffs and probably get bounced in the first round by Cleveland, but it's okay. I just think the Jags get 10 wins. That's it. That's all I need. So for me, let's go Jags. Hold it down. Maybe my bet. Get in the playoffs. I'll be one step closer to 120 cash. That's right. I need the Saints to make the playoffs for the 83. So yeah, wait.
All right. I mean, for pure chaos, I'm rooting for the Titans. But for your financial pockets, I'm gonna go with the Jags.
Yo, man.
What? What did I do?
You're not loyal.
What did I do?
You said for pure chaos, bro. If the Texans win and the Jags lose, low key, I ain't gonna lie, that would be interesting. That'll be interesting.
The Texans get the chance at the lick back from Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, whatever. Christmas Eve.
Christmas
Without
Eve.
what?
I mean, it is. But nah, I need the Jags to win. I need the Jags to win.
Well, that's
All right.
fine. I
do
said,
one.
yes, I'm going with. In my heart, I want to root for the Titans, but for your fiscally involved pockets, I'm gonna pick the Jags. I said nothing wrong. There's literally nothing wrong with that.
Nah. You're supposed to roll with me. Anyway.
No,
Jets Patriots, bro. If this is Bill Belichick's last game as the Patriots head coach, there
He
ain't
ain't losing to the
no way. There ain't no. He has spanked the Jets for like 10 straight years, bro.
He ain't losing to the Jets, bro.
He's not losing to the Jets. He's one loss away from having the all-time loss record. Ain't no way. All that ruffling back there.
Sorry, we ain't win these.
All that ruffling. But ain't no way his to get the most losses in NFL history as a coach is gonna be to the Jets. No way. At home, your last game, fuck no. You can bank it. You can bank it. Trevor Seaman, no. Dub.
I'm like, bro, Patriots gonna win. That's why I was like, let me just skip that. There was a method to the madness, Shabazz, but you didn't believe in me, and it's okay. You don't love me. It's fine.
Are we
Anyway,
going back to are we going
yes,
back?
yes, exactly. See, now you're picking up what I'm putting down. See, bro. I thought we saw each other. Huh? We were supposed to re-lock in. And we're not locked in right now. But I know what we're going with. I know what pit with both teams.
Hey!
Let's go Panthers, baby.
Go Panthers, baby. Yo.
For the agenda. I don't believe in Baker Mayfield. I actually truly believe in this Panthers defense. Contrary to popular belief, they gave up 26 points to Jacksonville. The Bucs are not a good team. They're not. The defense is solid. But this is kind of like leave an imprint on this season. As bad as the season was, leave an imprint. Leave like, okay, cool. We're making strides in the right direction with Bryce Young. So I want to root. I'm rooting heavily for the Panthers.
Like,
Heavily for the Panthers.
You end up for dub. You like it just ending the season, especially when you're not going to the playoffs. Like ending the season off a dub, it feels so much better. So like, you feel me? Like, let's go Panthers, man. Saints win the division. My parlay cashes. Let's get it.
Everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy.
Now, Vikings Lions. No, I'm trying to cut.
Lions are pissed that they got robbed, and they low key have a chance at the 2 seed still.
They do.
If Dallas gets upset by the Commanders, which is possible. I'm just saying, it's possible.
If they need both the Commanders to win and the Giants to win against Philly.
Okay, which both is possible. They're mad they got robbed. They're going to use that. And at home to prepare for the hype of their biggest game of their franchise's existence, which is their first playoff game at home in like God knows how long. They gonna probably blow the and Nick Mullins is a starter. They're gonna blow the doors off him because contrary to popular belief, this might it was bad. They say the score was it was only that close because the Lions put their foot off the gas. They don't do that again. They only do that again. And plus, I think some of the rookies that they have like not incentives, but like they have like chances to like make like known like all rookie team. Laporta has a chance to be all pro this season. So is Amon Ra. He didn't get voted for the Pro Bowl, which is nuts. But he tried to like take that personal. He probably get in as a reserve, but like that's OD. So let's go Lions.
Let's go Lions. Lord, fuck Minnesota.
You need them to lose, right?
No. Again, the things that I need is simple. You can talk about it now. They need the Bears to lock in and upset the Packers. I need the Cardinals to upset Seattle. I need Saints to win.
That's it.
It's those things. Just those 3 things. The downside to this is that the Saints game is at 1:00. So if Saints win, Bucks win, or Bucks lose, hey, I'm chilling with a 4 seed. We vibing. Saints win, Bucks win. Then at 4:00, I'm sweating my ass off. Like, bro.
You be drunk as hell, sweating your eyes. Like, oh man.
Oh man, exactly. Again, I know y'all come to the Baptiste Bros for astute and cogent analysis, but fuck all that. The agenda lives on. The agenda is the Saints got to get in the playoffs. It's always been Chicago. It's always been. I've been secretly a fan for this last 2 years of knowing Corbett. Like I know him for 3 years, but secretly becoming more of a supporter of the Bears. Like you know how Shabazz is a Minnesota supporter. I want to support the Chicago Bears. I genuinely do. But man, going into Lambeau, beating the Packers for first time. I don't know last time they went to Lambeau and won. But man, Aaron Rodgers kind of stirred the pot. It was like, oh, this is their Super Bowl. Da, da, da. But yeah, let this be the Super Bowl. Then let Justin Fields put on an absolute show and make the front office have to really think about what they want to do. Me personally, I don't want to see him in Atlanta. So keep him in Chicago. I'm cool with that. But keep him away from my division. Simple as that. But
in the AFC, we have too many quarterbacks in the AFC. Keep that motherfucker in the NFC, bro. I'm tired.
Purely for the agenda, I'm gonna go with the Bears. But
Indeed.
football wise, the defense has been balling ever since Montez Sweat came back.
Pro Bowler, Montez Sweat, right there, man.
Pro Bowler?
Yeah, man.
Hey, so he deserves it. He earned it.
Ever since he got traded, like he's been cooking. Like I think he has like 13, maybe 14 sacks in the season. Like that's insane.
Yeah. He leads both the Commanders and the Bears in sacks.
That's nuts.
That's nuts.
That's nuts.
So I Jordan Love, I gave him his props, but I think that the stage might be too big.
Cowboys, Commanders. The Cowboys are probably gonna blow the doors off of the Commanders. But the biggest problem, I don't care. I'm going with the Commanders because I want the upset. Like I want the chaos and I want them to panic going into the playoffs. Versus the sixth seed, whoever that may be. I want them to sweat. There's also a chance that Philly gets the division back.
Yeah.
Because if Philly wins and y'all lose, you go to the Saints. So for me, like it's potential there for y'all to sweat. Y'all can't run the ball.
What?
Bro, Commanders have the worst defense in the league.
Word.
If you can't get some run game going, you trying to get Dalvin Cook too, so is Baltimore. Bro, you can't get no run game going. And you gotta have Dak throw it all the time to CeeDee Lamb, which he's Pro Bowler, probably gonna be first team All Pro. Love that. I love CD. Big fan. But that's not sustainable, bro. That's really not sustainable. Especially for a deep playoff run where you can just, we're gonna double you. You're gonna rarely throw the Cooks except for deep balls. That's it. Your offense is one dimensional. It's very predictable. You got to be able to run the ball. Your defense is going to be the defense. Like this is going to be Sam Howell's last game as a starter. Let's believe he's going to let his nuts hang. They got the number 2 pick. They're going to draft the quarterback. You're going to get a new head coach because Riverboat Run is done. Yo, that's it.
So you mentioned all that. I'm rooting for the Commanders as well. Again, we said it like week 15-ish. Like, yeah, we're keeping track of our picks, but it's pure for the agenda and pure chaos. Like, again, we don't care about Dallas, but Shabazz does because it's Super Bowl prick, just all that stuff, hold him to the fire. I know, but what I will say is Dallas has an issue that's talked about, but not really, and that's they can't play on the road.
They can't.
Like they are bad on the road. Like And it's you beat the Giants, sure, but again, it's Giants, right? Like, let me actually figure out who they played on the road.
They went to Buffalo and lost. They went to Miami and lost. They went to Philly and lost. They went to San Francisco and lost. They went to Arizona and lost.
Went to Arizona. Well, yep. They went to LA, the Chargers and won. Cool. They went to the Panthers. Okay.
Panthers.
But yeah, they lost to Miami, lost to Buffalo, lost to Philly, lost to Arizona, lost to San Fran. So it's like, yeah, the teams that you faced on the road, they're good teams with the exception of Arizona. You can't be a S-Bob team, as Chris Broussard would say, and you have struggled so mightily on the road. Like the dichotomy, the difference between home and away is so drastic. Like that's not good for business. Oh my God, you've won 16 games in a row at home. Cool. But if you lose this game on the road, which very likely can't happen, you're going on the road for most of the playoffs. So
all the playoffs.
Yeah, pending like
say Philly win, bro. You gotta go to New Orleans. Then from there, you gotta go to probably San Francisco.
Probably Philly or San Francisco. Which again, you're trying to avoid them. Like that, your whole point is if you're gonna play them at home. Like, and if you have to play Philly again, like I know Philly sucks right now, but like, like that's not good for business. So I'm gonna go with the Commanders. I'm rooting for the Commanders for sure. And same thing. This is gonna be a game where like, yeah, I can actually talk about the Cardinals run the ball really well.
Yep.
And Kyler Murray just got the vote of confidence from his coach saying, "Hey, he's coming back for 2024." Like it was never a doubt. So like that confidence of like, yeah, this is my team. And again, same thing with I said about the Panthers. End the season right. It's been a lot of Kyler Murray missed damn near all of the season. Then he's come back and he's like putting on some good games and good tape. The team might not be the same team. Will Baker might be gone. Trey McBride might be gone as a tight end. But I know he's a rookie or a second year, so he's still
young. He's young, yeah.
He's young. Point is, the team might be different, but have that culture building of like, yeah, we're at home. Also, you win, you get your divisional rival out the playoff. That's all it is. That's all the incentive you need to play. Yes, consequences of draft picks and stuff like that come with me. But you already beat Philly. Seattle's not good. They're not a good team. They're not. They have a terrible defense for sure. And I don't trust Geno Smith anymore. So you can run the ball just like you play exactly the same game you played against Philly, against Seattle, and you take care of business. James Conner, by the way, underrated, probably one of the most underrated running backs in the league. But it's because he plays in Arizona. You run him to the ground. Seattle can't stop the run to save their life. They let Najee and Jalen Warren combine for like 200 yards. So do the same thing. Run the ball at him. Play keep away. And go upset. Please. Please.
Please.
Like, come on. Make it happen, son.
You said everything right. I think they're going to run the doors off of Seattle. Like, that's it.
That's it. Yeah. Now, this game, kind of like real quick, Rams Niners. It's hard to talk about this game. Hard to bet about this game because Brock Purdy's not playing. Debo probably not going to play. He might for a contract stuff, but McCaffrey's not playing. And on the Rams side, Kyron Williams isn't playing. Like, there's a guy, Cooper Kupp, this guy's just not playing. So, like, they're content with their positioning. I'm pretty sure the Rams are locking to the 6.
Yeah, they can't go up.
Yeah, they can't go up. They can eventually go down, though. They can go down.
They can?
They can. If they lose to the Niners and the Packers win, because the Packers beat the Rams.
All right.
So they have the head-to-head. So they're not necessarily locked, but I don't think Stafford's starting. I think it's Carson Wentz is starting.
Yeah.
So they're content. Hey, we're in the playoffs. It don't matter who we face. They're confident. to go into Dallas or go into Detroit. Obviously, for the cinema and for the pure just like football fan in us, we want them to be the 6th seed. We want Detroit to be the 3 seed. Then the storylines that will brew from that will feed families for a lifetime. But I literally have no pick in this game. I'm gonna pick the Rams just so that they can solidify the 6th seed. But like I'm not really like confident in this game at all. I literally like don't know who's gonna win or don't care. And neither do the Rams. Apparently, Rams don't care. Like, okay, we're gonna start Carson Wentz, so let everybody get healthy. Like, well, and that's the kind of thing I love that shit. Like, cool. We're 6th seed, 7th seed. Don't matter. They're content. They're chilling. So go Rams. Word.
Puka Nakua, I think like 4 catches and like 29 yards for the all-time rookie record in both.
Yeah.
You better give a little honey piece.
So I actually think he might get the 5 catches and the yards and then pull him.
That makes sense too.
I think they might not keep him the whole time, but yeah, literally, like, yeah,
Makes a lot of sense.
Word.
Plus 49ers, they chilling.
Yeah, they already got the 1 seed locked up.
Now, if Detroit had handled business, then you would see though they putting all their starters in. They're gonna be sweating the whole time.
The Giants would have handled business last week. It would have been nice.
Like y'all be in?
We wouldn't be in
But
because
the Rams would have been sweating though.
it would have been a lot more leeway. Yeah, Bears would have been in actually.
Wow. And Bears are technically out, right? Because
Bears are out, yes. Damn, indeed. It's okay. Anyway, next
Eagles,
game.
Giants, bro. I'm going with Giants. Tyrod, bro. And Tyrod we trust. He makes up for his blunders against the Rams. Eagles are falling. They're like it's like five
falling
out. It's crazy. It's nuts. Like they hit the low. They hit rock bottom. Now, motivational quotes and sayings and stuff is great to hear, but it's not tangible. It's not translating into wins or bounce back performances. Like they're like, I'm a fan of Jalen Hurts as a man, but as a player, you gotta lock up, bro. You gotta lock in, bro. You got like your whole team is frustrated. You are the franchise quarterback. You are paid as such. You are paid to avoid these situations. So you're the candidate for me early. We're gonna talk about it later, but you're the early candidate for lock the fucking because if you go, they go as you go. So if you're locked in and not saying these corny ass sayings and trying to be a fake motivational speaker, then your team's gonna shape up. Until then, I don't care what you got to say. So let's go.
Fair. Use this as motivation if you need to, but I'm going with the Giants as well. The Giants want to lose though, because
they want to lose.
They want to lose. But who knows? And then we got a couple more games that don't really matter. Broncos, Raiders. I'm gonna go with the Raiders because I think Antonio Pierce like puts out that last game film like, yo, this team buys in. This team is awesome. They want me to be the coach. And now we locked in. See, Devontae Adams literally was like, "Yo, like I want him. He's got my vote. Like I want him to be my coach." So if your star receiver, your captain, is like, "Yo, this is the guy we want." Like end the season, right? And Sean Payton, again, it's a whole complicated mess about Denver right now. So can't give him bust his ego too much, you know. Like they're also out the playoffs already, so they're probably like chilling. Yeah. We will go with the Raiders.
Yeah, but I will say, bro, they have pieces. They have pieces.
The Raiders?
Yeah, they do. They got Max Crosby, who's a dog, Pro Bowler dog. Devontae, who's in his prime still one of the best. Jacoby Myers is a great number 2. Trade Hunter Renfro, get him out of there. Get an offensive-minded OC, like who can like scheme up shit. Because that's not Antonio Pierce's game. But do something, have him get somebody that's gonna and get a valid quarterback in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone saying Penix. I would love that, but I don't think the Bears are high enough to get him. But someone who might drop is Jaden Daniels.
Mm.
I would love to see Jaden Daniels with this offense. So let's make it happen.
Yeah, Raiders 11th right now.
So they outside if they lose, they're in the top 10. But if they win, they'll probably be staying at 11. Hey, a lot of teams don't need a quarterback. Like I think the draft order. What's the draft order?
It goes Bears.
They'll probably get Caleb.
Commanders.
They'll probably get a quarterback.
Patriots.
They'll definitely get a quarterback.
Then you have Arizona, who's not.
No, they'll get Marvin.
Right. Then you have the Giants.
They probably won't. They probably do one more year with Daniel Jones.
Chargers, not. Tennessee, probably.
Probably, maybe.
Jets, no. Falcons, maybe. The Bears again, and then Vegas. So that's 8 teams. Well, 7 teams in front of you. So they might do a trade. They might do a trade with. They might trade a first in Mason Crosby. I said Max Crosby.
It might happen. We'll see. But they get a quarterback with that. If Antonio Pierce is a pairing, we make it happen. Chiefs Chargers. Mahomes is sitting. A lot of the starters are sitting. Chris Jones, I think, needs one more sack for 1.25. Yeah, type shit. He'll probably get that and then pull him. But I'm going with the Chargers. Even in their losses, Easton Stick showed flashes. And if you're the receivers for the Chiefs, you're playing. You're in there. You gotta learn to catch. I'm going with the Chargers simply because I don't know. It's a vibe thing.
Fair. I mean, I want to go with the Chiefs just purely because just the Chargers need to tank some more, and whoever that head coach is gonna have a nice top 5 pick, have a nice quarterback potentially. Who knows? Oh no! Oh my bad. No, they're not picking up another quarterback. They got the quarterback. I got 2 for a second. Point is, just a new coach, new system. Whoever knows what's gonna happen with freaking Chargers, who knows? But yeah, I mean, Easton Stick is cool, but nobody's playing this game at all, nobody. So, but now the big shebang, AFC East up for grabs. Sunday Night Football, Dolphins, simple. You win, you're the 2 seed. No questions. If you play, probably the Texans, if based off of all these scenarios and what our predictions are, you probably play Dolphins, play Texans. Woo! And that'll be a nice game. Conversely, Bills win. Bills are the 2 seed. They play the Texans, and the Dolphins go to Kansas City, a rematch of the Germany Week 11 matchup. Fun fact about just the Chiefs in general, do you know they only have 1 win against a team in the playoff picture on U.S. soil? Jacksonville. They haven't beaten anybody else. So with the same shit we talked about the Philly, they talked about the Dolphins, and they talked about the Cowboys not playing anybody, not beating anybody. The Chiefs, same thing. They haven't really beaten anybody either. Just want to throw it. I just want to I found that out today. I was like, just little nuggets for the show. Regarding this game, Bills could also be out the playoffs. I should also mention that. They lose, depending on how the other stuff happens, they could potentially be out the playoffs. And Shabazz says, "Oh, we don't want Buffalo in the playoffs. We don't want Buffalo in the playoffs, so let's go Miami." I am gonna pick the Dolphins purely because they got smoked last week.
They did.
They got, for all argument's sake, they got punched in the mouth, and they kept getting punched and never guarded up. It was a knockout of all proportions. And they're already in the playoffs. Dolphins are already in the playoffs. And you can't go into the playoffs with that bad taste in your mouth like that. You can't be considered break dancers and finessers and other stuff like that if you want to be treated as an actual contender, you put on a performance. Because again, you only have beaten one team with a winning record, and it's been the Cowboys at home. So what better way to help you with your purpose of trying to win a title by securing home field throughout? I know the Ravens got the first overall seed, but you'll have the home field until you play Baltimore in the conference championship. Give yourself the best advantage possible. Take care of business. Whatever comes what may, yeah, the Bills might be out the playoffs if they lose, whatever. But like we talked about with the Saints, the first step is win. Do you, pardon me, do you want to be considered breakdancers or actual contenders?
Mm.
I'm a bet money. I'm a pick Dolphins. I think Buffalo's favorite on the road too, which is crazy. But the highs of Buffalo's are really high. They can beat anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Conversely, they can lose to anybody.
Yep.
And with all that said, I'm gonna go with Miami. I think because it's at home, I think the Dolphins take care of business, and yeah. And they're also my first pick and locked. I know we're gonna talk about the segment, but yeah, the entire the entire organization. Because what have you been doing? Like, if you can't win this game, what confidence do anyone have into you beating the Chiefs or the Ravens or hell the Buffalo Bills? You know, the big three. There's no confidence at all if you can't handle business and take care of business. Sunday night, stand alone, get Tyreek Hill involved. His house caught on fire today, so he's gonna be playing with something to prove. Let go off and cook, bro. Do what you gotta do.
Facts. I'm going with Miami as well. There's a scenario where Pete
I'm peeping.
Ravens Ravens win.
Mm.
Jacksonville wins.
Okay.
Miami wins, which puts Buffalo and Tennessee. I said Tennessee. Houston wins. So Houston's the 6th seed due to tiebreaker, and Buffalo will be the 7th. So then it sets up a next week rematch to go again, run this back again.
Wait. Read that back to me.
So Ravens win,
Okay.
Dolphins win,
Okay.
Jacksonville wins,
Okay.
Houston wins.
Okay. It
Sets up
does.
a rematch for next week at Miami again. Bills, Dolphins. I think this is the more likely scenario.
Mm.
But if the Steelers win, everything else happens before your game. So if you're the Bills, you're like, okay, you're gonna be score watching the whole weekend because you're gonna need. If you say Tennessee holds it down and upsets the Jags, which is unlikely, I don't need this to happen. But if there's a possibility that you miss the playoffs, I think the pressure is too high. This season's been ever since training camp with Stephon Diggs, ever since the playoff game they lost to Cincinnati. It's just been blown like piling up, and gathering to then something to cause the inevitable split.
Mm.
I think this is the moment where the moment's too tight. There's too much pressure. Josh Allen cannot handle it, and then he's out.
Mm.
If Pittsburgh wins, but if Pittsburgh loses, which fuck Pittsburgh, Ravens win, they'll be in the chance to redeem themselves again the following week.
Word.
And it's hard to beat a team twice. It's hard to beat a team twice.
It's hard to beat a team 3 times.
It is. It's hard to beat hard to beat a team 3 times as well. So sets up a rubber match next week. Can't wait to see it. But yeah, before we get to the spreads,
Wait, who you going with?
Miami.
Oh, you didn't put in the document. I didn't know who you was going with.
My fault. Yeah, I'm going with Miami. I think they played. You said they got smacked in the mouth. they bounce back. They need to bounce back. They can't go in the playoffs. Like if they lose a close one, all right, cool. But you can't lose two straight with blowouts and back to back.
for sure.
For sure you cannot. For sure you cannot. So I have to plug in before we tweak out. Let me put the Excel sheet here so y'all see who we putting on for the put on. Putting on for the put on. Oh yeah. All right. So I got Jalen Hurts. Because like I mentioned, they go as you go, my brother. That's it. They go as you go.
I got Miami. I mean, like this is the biggest game of the season. Yes, you're in the playoffs, but again, like we already reiterated, you got punched in the mouth, you got punked. Do you want to keep that taste in the playoffs, or do you want to like lock in? I think they do. So I'm the whole team. I know.
All right. Next, I'm going with Houston.
Interesting.
This you have an opportunity to do something that you haven't done in years.
Yeah, into the playoffs.
Like this season has been ups and downs, but it's been a lot of highs. You hired JJ Watts, not Jersey, but you put him in the Ring of Honor. She just tells him rookie of the year. Coach of the year might go to freaking D'Amico Ryan, probably not because Stefanski. But there's a lot of great that's happened with this season. Do not have it be tainted with a loss and out the playoffs. Because I think if you're in the playoffs, you have a chance to upset somebody. If Indy's in the playoffs, they get blasted. So do us all a favor. Lock the fuck in and get into the playoffs so we can have some exciting football. Wild card weekend.
I know we were rooting for the Giants to win, but I know you put Jalen Hurts. I would put the Eagles defense, bro. They got like, bro. I know we've been talking about it for weeks and that they've been so bad, but bro, bad is an understatement. They have been atrocious as hell, and they gotta lock in. Like you're playing the Giants, they're frisky. You're definitely on upset alert. But the biggest part of your team, Jalen Hurts and the offense, they'll figure it out. I believe in Jalen Hurts. I believe AJ Brown. But man, you're not winning the Super Bowl. You're not going back to the Super Bowl if your defense is this bad. Point blank, period. Simple as that.
Last one. Uh, I want to say.
If you don't
Hey,
have, while you
I have
think of,
can't have if this is. I said it passionately when it happened. If this is Bill Belichick's last game as the coach of your great organization, do not let him go out to a loss with the Jets.
facts. That's a fact. That's a fact.
So that's it. That's the core of my argument right there.
And for me, my last one is Justin Fields. Similar reasoning for you. It's like, okay, if this is your last game as a Bear, if it is, go out and put on a show. Don't want your last taste to be of one defeat and two just bad play. Week one, everybody was hyped. Everyone was like, "Oh, cool! Like they're gonna lock in. They're gonna be cool." And then they got smoked. You got punched in the mouth at home. Now you have a chance to upset your division rival, knock them out the playoff. You have again, there's a whole lot riding on you to perform, Saints wise, but also just Bears fans wise. They already have the one pick. They already have the number one. What do? Are you going to be the person that they center around and focus on, like the fans want, like DJ Moore wants, or are you gonna? Oh, yep, can't beat Green Bay. Oh, no matter what happens, we can't beat Green Bay, so we might as well draft Caleb. So that kind of like a lot of minds change if you go into Lambeau and have a performance of a lifetime. Word. And then last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, if you lose, don't blame us. This is one of those weeks where, again, week 18 is one of the hardest betting weeks for spreads and stuff like that, strictly because teams aren't playing 100%. You know, it's preseason-esque, if you will. Teams might play for a quarter or a half and then, like, cut it. So who knows what's going to happen. But what I do know is that player props are going to be insane. But we don't talk about player props here. We just do spreads and stuff. So really quickly, as I share my screen, reminder, ladies and gentlemen, if you lose, don't blame us. We are just two guys who, we think we know football. We think. Well, when you win, bless us. Well, like, subscribe if you're new, tell a friend, all that jazz. So, as I have the spreadsheet open, as we already discussed what needs to happen, what we want to happen, let's speed run through this thing.
That's right.
And if we lose a lot of them, because again, players don't play and all this stuff like that, week 18, I'm not really concerned about. So, Ravens start the Saturday off at 4:30, +4 at home. Lamar's not playing. I think the Ravens still take care of business or at least cover for sure. As Shabazz said, AFC North matchup against Steelers, like, that's going to be close matchups regardless. Texans Colts. Also, I'm going to do that even more because people can't see.
Yep.
Texans Colts. We both think the Texans win. Texans are favored by 1.5 on the road.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
Texans -1.5. I like it.
I like it a lot. Saints favored by 3 at home. We're getting that friendly bounce. I think the Saints are the better team from top to bottom, and they have a better coach, but not by a lot.
Not by a lot.
Like, go above 500 for the first time in your career. Come on, man, lock in. Browns Bengals favored by 7 because nobody's playing for the Browns. Again, AFC North teams, bro. I'm not, bro. I'm gonna keep the spread. I think Browns cover at the least. I don't. Cincinnati, who would play Jake Browning? Please. Jags, Titans, fiscally
invested in Jags.
We're financially invested in Jags, so I gotta go Jags -5.5. I got to. Bucks, Panthers favored by 4.5. Come on now, the agenda.
Let's go Panther, baby. Let's go Panther.
Let's go Panther. Next we got Jets, Patriots. Patriots only favored by 1.5. If this is Bill Belichick's last game, he cannot, as a Patriots coach, cannot go out to the lowly Jets. Go ahead, Patriots. I can't spell Patriots for a second. That's been a long day. I got it. Patriots by 1.5. Word. Vikings, Lions and Tigers and Bears. Lions are favored by 3.5 at home. They're pissed. They want to, again, same thing with the other teams I talked about. Washington tasted defeat. Like, they should have won. They should be playing for the 1 seed. They're like, all right, well, let's play for the 2 seed and let's control what we can control. Same thing, Bears, Packers. We talked about it with Justin Fields about giant rant for the last 2 minutes. If you want to say the quarterback, you win this game. Because no matter what happens, like, oh, we never had a quarterback beat somebody in Lambeau. And now you can say you have. Cowboys, Commanders, a 13.5 is wild. Commanders.
They burned us on Thanksgiving.
They did. But at the same time, the first game Sam Howell started last year.
Against the Cowboys, yeah.
Against the Cowboys. And that's where everybody was like, oh, where was this all year? So who knows? Seahawks, Cardinals only underdogs by 2.5. That surprises me. But that also makes me feel good. That makes me feel great about my pick, about Cardinals +2.5. I love my pick. I love this. Then come on, Arizona, lock in. Niners, I genuinely don't know. I'm gonna go with the Rams to keep it close, but like, I genuinely don't know. I think Puka definitely gets. I'm betting his over yards, over props, and all that stuff, so he can set the record and be awesome. Eagles, Giants are underdogs by 5.5. Same thing. You want to get the season like over with. I'm gonna go with Giants plus 5.5 to cover.
Same.
I also don't trust Philly defense to keep. Literally, they should have lost. They should have beat the Eagles 2 weeks ago.
They should
Literally,
have.
beat the Eagles 2 weeks ago. Broncos Raiders. Don't care. We'll go with the Raiders though. And then two more games. Sorry. Then Chiefs Chargers. Chargers are favored by 3.5 because nobody's playing. I'm gonna go with Chargers.
Yep.
I bet. Hey, I've been good all season. I've just did spreads all season. No money line. That doesn't change now. Bills, Dolphins. Dolphins should be disrespected. Yo, this is so they're saying if this was in Buffalo, Buffalo will be favored by like 6 or 7 points. That's I mean, we did see them play in Buffalo, and we saw what happened. But man, there's that. And then the
Yeah.
last little bit, we gotta go through what happens. So let me share my screen real quick with the website that Shabazz doesn't know. It's a secret. But yeah. So if the outcomes that we predict, right, in terms of Patriots, Dolphins, Ravens, you got the Bengals. I picked the Browns. Doesn't really impact anything except for draft positioning. Yeah, I would just pick the Browns because why not? Texans beat the Colts. Jags beat the Titans. Chiefs win. Nope. Let's go. Chargers win. Raiders. And then on the NFC side, Panthers, Texans. I said a lot. Panthers, Cowboys, Eagles.
Oh, Commanders, baby, Commanders.
And both of that happens. Bears, Saints, Cards, and Rams. Here's what the playoffs look like. So you would have Cleveland going on the road to Jacksonville. We would also have Texans going on the road to Kansas City, and then a rematch that Shabazz alluded to of this week back in Miami. And the NFC side, we would have a rematch of the regular season. They've played each other. We would have a rematch of the regular season. They played each other Thanksgiving, and the Packers ended up upsetting them. And then we have the first matchup of the season of Eagles going to New Orleans. Teams that just missed out, as I try to zoom out, there we go. Teams that just missed out, the Colts, the Steelers, they're unfortunately not in the playoffs. And on the NFC side, the Bears, because of the week 1 loss, Seattle, Tampa Bay, and other teams as well. If we change some of the outcomes by a hook or by crook, if the Bills beat the Dolphins, as you can see, the Bills become the 2 seed, and the Dolphins are the 6, and that sets up a matchup between Kansas City and Miami, and then the Texans going to Buffalo. No matter what happens, essentially, the only crazy stuff that can happen, let's say, for argument's sake, the Steelers win and Miami wins, as we alluded to earlier, then we will have CJ Stroud and the Texans going to Kansas City. Then we have Pittsburgh going to Miami. And then the Colts win, they're in the playoffs instead. The
Titans win.
The Titans win, the Colts win the division. And they'll be hosting Cleveland again. Like a matchup of like week, I think it was like week 8, and it was like 40 something to 30 something. Like it was a crazy matchup. Yeah, that's the AFC side. So we're gonna speak into the existence what we think is gonna happen, and we're gonna have that matchup. Hopefully, that's the matchup after Tuesday. And on the NFC side, again, simple for the Saints. We're big Panthers fans. Big Panthers fans. Now, realistically, I think Dallas and Philly would win, and that sets up a matchup of Cowboys hosting Green Bay, and then the dream scenario of Matt Stafford and the Rams going back to Detroit to take on Jared Goff and his old team. Yeah, but again, all that starts off with Saints win. If the Cardinals win or Cardinals lose, and the Packers are out, then the Seahawks are in, and they'll be the ones going to Dallas and rematch of after Thanksgiving, an epic Thursday night game as well.
Nice.
So yeah, is there any outcomes that you want to see, or
I don't care. You know, we big
Yeah,
chilling.
he doesn't care. The Ravens have the one, so he's vibing. But yeah, that's the show, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be back home. It's gonna be back in the Spitzat.
Who you start school again?
We start Tuesday of next week.
Nice.
So we come back as adults on Monday, and then we lock in on Tuesday. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, pray for the agenda. Hope the Saints win. Hope the Saints get into the playoffs for my sake, for my lonely little heart. But we're going with Baltimore if that does not happen. NFC wise,
It's hard, man. It's hard to.
Oh, the parlay.
Oh, I don't have no. I'm not. This week is.
I already made one. The parlay is just the agenda. It's just the agenda. It's what we need to happen for the Saints to get to the playoffs. Pardon me. It's there we go, Tyrese Halliburton. There we go, Tyrese Halliburton. Sorry.
You give about none but time. You give
All right, so I need it's plus 2,100 basically.
I knew it was gonna be like plus 2 something. I knew it. That shit's a long shot.
It's four. It's 4 teams that we're rooting for. 4-leg parlay. The same shit happened last week, and we almost hit it, except for the Lions getting hold.
Yeah.
But it's all right. We got Saints, obviously. We got the Panthers, the Bears, and the Cardinals. The one with the most odds on that one is the Panthers at plus 180. Bears are plus 132. Cardinals are plus 120, and the Saints are minus 176. $5 wins you $102. So, yeah.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen, son. That's the parlay. There's no other stuff. There's no, what about this? No. That's the parlay. That's what we're rooting for. We're rooting for Bears, Cardinals, Panthers, and obviously Who Dat Nation. Again, regular season's over. Regular season's over, but it's what, hey, don't cry because it happened. Smile because it did. You feel me? I think that was it. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it did. Regular season's over. Lamar gonna win MVP. They get the 1 seed. Saints fine for the playoff lives. But we'll talk about all the fallout of that of Week 18 on Tuesday, 8:30 EST. Be there or be there. But please drop a like, subscribe if you're new, tell a friend to tell a friend, and live your life with what Captain Holt always says. And we'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Vindication.